my primary focus is today is going to be two things. One area is our new website, caldwellinc.com. We launched a few months ago. It's still kind of a work in process. We're improving it in many ways, but I plan on walking you through that, showing you some features, benefits, and how it differs from our old version. And then as well, I want to give you a quick update on things as they relate to Caldwell and kind of the state of business. So we'll get started with that. As it relates to business right now, it's probably similar to what a lot of other AWRF members are saying. At least conversations I had with folks, it's business is strong. Like most other companies, about 12 months ago, we hit a downturn that affected all of us, whether it be in revenue or in staffing. Fourth quarter of 2020, it started to rebound in October, November. December was even strong around the holidays. Leveled out a little in January, early February, and then after that, things really started to take off. Revenues in March were the highest it's been post-pandemic. So we were at pre-pandemic levels in March. April is shaping up in a similar fashion. We've actually gone back and kind of reforecasted our sales levels for the rest of 2021. So things are very positive. We're investing in capital equipment, things that will enhance our fabrication process. New products are on the horizon. We'll be introducing, hopefully the next time we do one of these in person, I'll be able to present some of our new products. Improved deliveries. Overall, our deliveries are good right now. Our performance is improving consistently. And again, to be transparent, and I think others can relate to this, we're not alone in the fight for improved deliveries. Something we work tirelessly on, and it's a sense of pride within our organization. Beefed up staffing is another one. I threw that in there at the end, but ironically, this morning we had two new employees that accepted offers from us. One for a mechanical engineer who will serve as a sales engineer on our staff, and then another individual who will be added to our applications department. So when it comes to quote turnaround time and expertise, we really think we're gonna improve in those areas. So it all relates to customer experience, whether it be the website I'm getting ready to discuss, or the new products or other things on the list here in front of you. It all comes down to improving the customer experience. It's something that's been at the forefront of Caldwell's mission for the last few years now. So, what would be a presentation by Darren No without some sort of sports reference? So you think about customer experience, and you think about being predictable, dependable, consistent. All those things are in Caldwell's lexicon. And the two, the two sports teams that I hate more than Satan himself are the Green Bay Packers and the St. Louis Cardinals. But they're respectable. The way they treat their customers, the way they treat their employees, all of the things they do right translates into a customer and employee experience, and that's something that we want to mimic. So now to focus on our website, which is the crux of this presentation. Why do we upgrade our website? Why do other businesses upgrade their websites? First and foremost, you breathe life into a new mission or vision. Something we always want to do. We probably haven't done a good enough job of this over the years. Caldwell's going through a rebranding effort. You can see at the bottom of the screen, that's our new logo with tagline. We have other versions of this that you'll see throughout the presentation. Maybe you've seen updated quotes, a letterhead for letters, approval drawings, things like that. You'll soon be seeing, when you receive product, you'll soon be seeing new decals. All of this is going to reflect the new brand and the new logo that's shown below. Greater functionality of the website. kind of speaks for itself. Along with the functionality comes the ability to view it on a mobile platform. So if a dealer or a representative is in front of a customer, they can get on a tablet or a phone and show the website to them seamlessly. It fits the screen. You can turn it sideways. It's just a much more fluid product. The product information is actually exactly the same as it was on the old website. So the data tables, the catalog pages, things like that are all on there. It's just maybe in a little different location, or the format's a little different, but all of that is continuously updated. It brings a cohesiveness with digital and social media. We're starting to become more, have a greater presence on those platforms. Follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, things like that, and you'll see announcements, different things we want to get out there. Talked about the enhanced customer experience. That has it reflects on your image, whether it be how it looks, how easy it is to navigate, the search functionality. All of that stuff matters to the customers. And then SEO performance, search engine optimization is another area where we're putting some more resources into, and the website is one way to do that. So what I'll do is I'll walk you through. It was more. I felt it was safer to do screen grabs rather than actually walk through the website as I share my homepage, just as a way to ensure we don't lose time. Sometimes you wait for a page to load or something like that, but I thought it'd be easier to do this. I still think it'll give you a good flavor of what you're going to expect. So first of all, it's a comprehensive homepage, and what you see on the screen here is a good example of when you first log on or you first enter caldwellinc.com. This is what it's going to look like. So right off the bat, you've got a background image that will rotate over time. So this particular one shows a job that we did, suspended for a crane, from a crane that was in the Antarctic for a jetty or a similar project. It was in a few trade magazines. So that's the type of background that you'll see. And then, the important thing is you have the different product lines. All of the families that, if you think about the big green master catalog that we have, that it's got a list of family members on the front. Vacuum lifters, below the hook lifters, and as you hover over each one, it'll give you the brand name. So in this case, we hovered over Strongback. It looks like the below the hook lifters is actually white, but hover over Strongback, and that badge in the middle will change colors, also representing our new brand. One thing to notice here is we've added Rudd and Renfro. Rudd, of course, is somebody we've partnered with about two or 3 years ago. Actually, it's been longer than that, probably 4 years ago now. We serve as the marketing and sales arm of Rudd in US and Canada. So I'll show you more detail on that in a minute. And then, of course, Renfro, as most of you know, the Renfro brand of clamps, plate clamps are designed and made solely in Rockford, Illinois, our primary manufacturing facility. Greater search capabilities, I mentioned that. Right off the bat, you see the large toolbar or the search box in the middle. Type anything into that and you will get a list of results. One thing to note on this, if anybody has had experience on our website, we did run into a few problems after we launched. I'd love to say this went perfectly seamlessly, but it didn't. We had a couple different fixes with the search bar. I think all that's ironed out now, and you can type anything in there, whether it be a product model, an industry, a lift, a type of lift. Anything can be typed in there and you'll get a result. And then also in the upper right, you see a separate search box. That's just another added area that you can search our site. I mentioned the brand specific badges. As most of you know, many of these families of products within Caldwell come with a color. And we've updated, freshened the colors a little bit. So all that will be related in, or all that will be reflected in future marketing efforts. So as you scroll down the homepage, one thing we added was, I want to search by industry. So we've got things like wind energy, steel service centers, infrastructure, and because this is a screen grab, I couldn't get all of them on there, but others might include shipbuilding, solar power, mold and die making, things like that. So right now we have about 15 that are listed on our website. You click on any of those and it will take you to a specific range of products that are specific to those markets. Case studies is a neat feature we've added that we've never had on our old version of CaldwellInc.com. Here you'll find links to these case studies. All of these are stories that have been done through Bridger Howes, our public relations firm, who helps us with the editorials. So you can click on those on our website, read the actual story. But these are all success stories in the field. It's somebody that came to us with a lifting problem or needed assistance to make a safe lift, and we've provided a solution. So it's helping us tell the story. Again, something else we're trying to emphasize in the over the next year is, how do we get word out and show these success stories, just like the backdrop at the homepage. We have a blog section that's also, if you continue to scroll down the homepage, it's quite lengthy as you can tell, but if you scroll down, there's a blog section. Within this, you can see where maybe employees, new hires, folks that have been are changing roles or have been promoted into different roles within the company. Our new website is an example. Stories about that, trade shows that are coming up, just different events and news as it relates to Caldwell. New products are also to be featured on here when available. So if you think about the top of our page, I took a snippet here of kind of the menu or the ribbon at the very top of every page. This isn't just the home page, it's the top of every page. And to start, if you look at the top right, where it has Smart Spec custom builds in orange, that is our Smart Spec product configurator, where you can jump on and build your own semi-custom product. So if for instance you're looking for a lifting beam, normally it has spreads that would come at let's say a maximum of 20 feet, 19 feet, and then another 18 feet, but you want 15 feet and then 11 feet, 4 inches, for example. You can go into Smart Spec, build that quote. It will give you a 3D image that you can manipulate, not change, but manipulate the view. Hit submit. Within minutes, you'll have a quote that will be emailed to you along with a drawing. That drawing in Smart Spec is actually meant to be an approval drawing. So one of the benefits, the biggest benefit of Smart Spec, it's not just time you save or the 24-hour service 7 days a week, but it will actually give you an approval drawing that if you sign and return along with the PO, then it bypasses engineering. You heard Brett from Handling Systems talk earlier this morning about using SolidWorks and doing a drawing. We use similar technology in software, in that everything's been designed on the back end. So as you're developing or configuring a product, it will actually design it on the back end and then spit out a drawing. So then when you place an order, that just goes right to the production floor. It doesn't cross anybody's desk in engineering. So that's what the Smart Spec custom builds portion is there in orange. It's a direct link. Moving on, you have the careers tab, which is actually open employment positions. The representatives tab is a locator for factory reps. We sell through a dealer network that is overseen by not just us at the factory, but also territory representatives. So their representatives, you can click on and punch in your state, location, zip code, and get your local representative. And then on the far right, where it has my name, that actually, if you were to jump on and not be logged in, it'll just say log in. And I'll get to more of that in a minute. And then you move down below in the middle, the home page, about gives you a story of Caldwell and the history. Products I'll get to more in a minute. And then evaluation applications is a big one. Those are the forms that we ask people to fill out when they are in need of a custom application. So we have about 25 to 30 application forms. All these are downloadable in a PDF form. They will soon be, or I'm sorry, right now they're all in a web form. That we're in the middle of updating that tab to represent the PDF versions of all those as well, so you can print it out and take it to an end user. Return that form, and then we'll quote you out to exactly what you or your customer needs. So I mentioned the products tab. If you hover over it, it's grayed out now. If you look on the screen, it's actually grayed out, but it has a little arrow. If you hover over that with your mouse, you get this page that displays. And I tell people this is probably the easiest, fastest way to get to the products. So as you take your mouse then and hover over the brands, as you go to each brand, a different list of products will appear. So if you hover over lift truck, you'll get, your products will change, for example, to fork booms, fork beams, carriage booms, and so on. So again, I tell people if you want a quick way to do it, I have found that that's kind of the best way, short of searching, that's the best way to find different products. This is the RUD page. When you click on RUD, it doesn't just take you to the RUD website, and it doesn't take you to a portion of our website that's been built. The marketing folks at RUD did a tremendous job of creating a North American specific landing page for us. They call it a microsite. Part of that is again, it's North American version, so you have things that are relevant to this market. You've got load charts, data charts, specifics, and on the screen here, you see an actual PDF or a scrollable version of their catalog. So you can flip pages. In this case, there's 43 pages that basically focus on the boltable lifting points. This just happens to be on page 42, which is the new ACP Tornado. So all of our contact information, Caldwell's contact information, is part of that, but it's blended in with RUD's brand, and they did a very good job. And I think when you click on that RUD link, I think you'll be impressed with what we have to show. Back to the SmartSpec login and the website login, those are separate platforms. So SmartSpec uses more of a design configurator type platform. Our website is a login, password protected portion as well. That's run off of WordPress, which is what we use to build up the website. So if you go to the SmartSpec link and you don't have an account, this is what will be shown. So it'll give you a quick write-up of what SmartSpec does, configures and customizes lifting equipment, 24/7 stuff I talked about just a few minutes ago. And then if you click on the green button to get access to SmartSpec, you will get a pop-up window that allows you to register. And when you fill out this information, it is sent to myself as well as the territory rep. So this is meant to be a distributor type tool, especially since it has pricing. Eventually, we will probably open this up to everybody, anybody who wants to build a product. We just won't make pricing available to everybody. But right now, as you register, these are vetted between us at the factory and the territory rep for your area. And then the login page for the website, I think it's important to note, first of all, that when you sign up for the website or SmartSpec, we will make your passwords match. So you're not going to be managing two different passwords. You're going to have a username that is consistent across both platforms, and then your passwords will be identical. So again, trying to make that as easy as possible to help you navigate these. So when you get to a product page, in this case, in the orange bar, you can see the breadcrumbs products. We went to strong back, lifting beams, and then a specific model 22 lifting beam. So again, this chart is exactly like you would have seen in the old website. It just looks different. So because of the size and the way we wanted it to appear, we made the print a little bigger. You actually, on many of these, not all of them, but on many of these, and this is one example, there's a vertical scroll bar on the right. You can see it in gray there. So you can actually scroll down through the different models. And then we put a note at the top, to see all available models, scroll through the table, just to let people know that you may only see 10 right now, but there's actually an additional 20 down below. You just have to scroll through. So at the top of that will be a diagram, a line drawing that will have A, B, C type dimensions that correlate with the dimensions in the chart. So the one thing to really notice here that's new to Caldwell is when you log in, and again, I want to be clear on that as well, that login for the website will only be available for qualified Caldwell distributors. And the reason for that is because our pricing is now available online. So if any common citizen or end user in this case wants to jump on our website, they'll get the chart, but the column on the far right that states list price is actually hidden. They won't see it. But if a distributor logs on, they will see this list price column appear once they've been accepted in. So that is an MSRP. That is a list price. Okay, so it's up to you to know your discount. Again, pricing is for dealers only, not available to end users. Standard catalog items only. I think that's important. It's not something that's meant for those items like Posi Turner and Univac, where they're actually sized and priced per application. We don't publish those lists or those prices per se, but you can obviously always fill out the evaluation form for each of those, and we'll get you a quote ASAP. But this pricing mechanism is for the standard catalog SKUs only. So what's yet to come? And I think it's important to run through this list. It's just as important as where what we've already introduced, but that's, looking forward, these are the things we plan on doing. First of all, updated.
Hey, Darren, we only have about 2 minutes left.
Okay, so updated product information is one thing. Continuously updating a full catalog online. Right now, it's available at each product page, but the full catalog will be online. And then the one thing I really want to spell out here is e-commerce. So this pricing portion is a bridge that will get us to e-commerce in the next 2 to 4 months. So not only will you be able to view pricing as a distributor, but you'll actually be able to add it to a cart, place a PO, give it a shipping address, hit submit, and just like Amazon, you're ready to go. So that's something else that's yet to come. Hopefully the next time we meet in person, I'll be able to introduce that as well. Questions, comments, please let me know. If you want to get set up with our website, you can contact me, Jay Schrader, anybody at our factory. All right, thank you guys, I appreciate it.